Hello everyone and welcome to Shara Me with Books. My name is Edshara and today I'm sharing my TBR for round 5 of the BorrowAthon. So for those of you who don't know, the BorrowAthon is a readathon that encourages you to read borrowed books. It was created by Riley over at RM FicFac. Round 5 starts on November 4th and ends on November 11th. There are several co-hosts, all of whose information I will leave down in the description box. There is also a Twitter page where they do scheduled Twitter sprints, and I'll leave that down in the description box as well. There are 6 challenges for this readathon. They are optional. You don't have to follow the challenges if you don't want to. And they are: 1, to read a book you think you're going to love. 2, read a 2018 release. 3, read a book with 150 pages or less. 4, read a book with the name of an animal in the title. 5, read a book you've never heard of. And 6, read a book that features a library. So for my first book, it is going to be an ebook, and it is Don't Let Go by Harlan Coben. And this one follows a detective named Napoleon, or Nap, and he has been kind of trying to discover what happened to his twin brother and his twin brother's girlfriend, both of whom were found dead on the train tracks. And then shortly thereafter, his own girlfriend disappeared. And now her fingerprints have turned up in the car of a suspected murderer. And so that takes him on a journey to try to figure out what happened to her, as well as his twin brother and his twin brother's girlfriend. And this book is going to satisfy challenge 5. I waited to the last possible minute to pick up the books that I'm going to share with you next, and so I didn't have time that day to peruse the shelves, and I didn't think I was going to have time to go back to the library before I needed to film this video. So what I did was I just went on the Overdrive app. I picked one of their categories. I think the one that I chose was try something different, and I just scrolled through a few pages until I got to a few books that I didn't know. I have read a book by Harlan Coben before that I enjoyed, so I'm really looking forward to this one. Next, I have The Invisible Library by Genevieve Cogman. And this one follows a professional spy named Irene. She works for the mysterious library, and it is her job to visit these different realities and get books and bring them back to the mysterious library. And so her and her assistant are to visit they're supposed to visit an alternate London and get back this very dangerous book, but by the time they get there, the book has been stolen. And so this one sounds so interesting. It's got a library, it's got a female spy, and we're dealing with alternate reality. So I'm all about this. So this book will satisfy challenges 1 and 6. Next, I have The Benefits of Being an Octopus by Anne Braden. And this one follows a girl who kind of wishes that she could take on some of the characteristics of an octopus, like having 8 arms so she can do multiple things, having the ability to kind of camouflage herself and stay hidden from everybody else's view. And most of that comes from the fact that she takes care of her younger siblings after school while her mom is at work. But her attempt to kind of be invisible, especially at school, kind of backfires, and one of her teachers notices her and gets her to join the debate club, I do believe. And as a member of the debate team, she begins to think a little differently, and she begins to notice that maybe things that she thought were okay aren't really okay, mainly her mother's relationship with her boyfriend, as well as some of the things that are going on with her own best friend. And so this is another one that I've been wanting to read for a little while, and it will satisfy challenge 4. Then I picked up The Boneless Mercies by April Genevieve, and we're going to skip her last name because I don't want to mess that up. But this is the same author who wrote Wink Poppy Midnight, and I've heard a lot of good things about that book. And while that one isn't one that I'm necessarily interested in, this one sounds like it should be a lot of fun. So the boneless mercies are a group of women who go around killing old people and sick people for money. And there has been this creature that's been going around slaughtering people. And they think that if they can capture this creature and kill it, not only will it bring them fame and notoriety, but it will also do wonders for women everywhere. And this one sounds so good. I'm really looking forward to it. So this one will satisfy challenges 1 and 2. And then the last book that I have is The Rough Face Girl. It's by Rafe Martin and illustrated by David Shannon. And this one was recommended to me by my very best friend. And this is an Algonquin, I think I said that properly, Indian folklore retelling of Cinderella. And it just sounds really interesting, and I was actually surprised that there's quite a bit of dialogue on these pages, which I am loving. I'm really excited. I can't wait to dive into this one, because between the art and just the fact that it's a Cinderella retelling with some diversity, just makes me really excited to read this one. And that's it for the books that I have. I do know that I think this round they're introducing Instagram challenges as well, and those are shared over on the Twitter page, which I said I would link down in the description. But I'm looking forward to those too. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And until next time, God bless. Bye. So I know I'm not in my regular filming spot, but I'm actually filming at night this time around. So I didn't want to wake anybody up. So that's why the background is a little bit different today.